Governor, we're going to start with Dustin and Everett. And the first few here, these are folks who both are for and against overall privatization plans. I want to put the first two together. Dustin from Everett and Bess from Newcastle. Dustin writes, I am the manager and soon-to-be owner of Bedford County Beverage. As a future beer distributor owner, how does your changes to the liquor law benefit me instead of hurting my business? And Bess, sort of along the same lines, wrote, in regards to your liquor privatization plan, how do you expect the small beer distributors to compete with the large companies that Bess says you are obviously favoring in obtaining an enhanced liquor license? So start with, first of all, that presumption that Bess has that you're favoring large companies.
Well, let's start with this fact. We're favoring the people of Pennsylvania who want choice and convenience. And that's exactly why we're proposing this and getting us out of a business that, as we talked earlier in the show, we have no business of being in. We have made a proposal and designed a plan that we think will make the present beer distributors' licenses valuable in and of themselves if they would choose to sell. They also have the ability to enhance their license, and they have a head start on everybody else if they want to be the sole location that you can buy beer, wine, and liquor in one location. And then it allows the free market to take place. We do have some limitations in the legislation on the big box stores, the Walmarts and the Costco's or something like that. So we tried to give everybody something, but everybody didn't get everything.
I guess the good news for the beer distributors is they'd be able to sell six-packs.
Break it down.
They could expand to sell wine even if they can't bid on the full liquor licenses. Right. I guess the bad news would be, can they afford to get the expanded license or bid on the full liquor license?
Susan from Ringtown wrote in, again on the same topic. I was wondering what took you so long to decide to open up the wine and spirits industry. Now, you've only been governor for a little over 2 years.
Yeah,
2 years and a month.
This is faster than any other governor's ever tried it.
So let's like change.
They usually do it in the second term.
Let's change the scope of Susan's questions and say, why do you think it has taken so long for us to get this close to privatization? Because it has been talked about for decades.
Well, let's change it. Why do you think we have a chance now? And I think we truly have a chance now because the times have changed. People are much more used to choice and convenience in just about everything they do. They almost demand it in everything that they do. The opposition to it is from the retail store clerks union, but I would note that the clerks are going to be needed, and we've put legislation in that would give somebody buying a store the ability to get a tax credit, and we believe that most of these people would end up being in jobs at those stores. But also the opposition that was there in the conservative areas of Pennsylvania is not there as much as it used to be because people are looking for that choice and convenience.
That has been the difficulty, is you have not only the union supporters on both sides of the aisle in Harrisburg, but you have the social conservatives who don't want to see the expansion of liquor, and it's been that strange coalition that's prevented this from going forward for so many years.
One more privatization-related question. This is Marie in West Mifflin who writes, why are you privatizing and giving away assets that belong to Pennsylvania? And don't say it's because they can do a better job. Keep the assets here and the work here also. I think Marie's probably kind of talking about a liquor and lottery combo question, but no assets are being given away in the lottery deal.
No assets
so
are being given
I'll let
away
you take that
at
from
all.
there.
In fact, what's going to happen, the reason we're looking to privatize, is to enhance the assets so that they do grow. The the number one reason, only reason we're doing this is we know we have a senior population that's going to grow, that in 17 years from now, 1 in 4 people in Pennsylvania will be 60 or older and will be using those senior services that are totally paid for by the lottery. And if we don't grow our lottery to keep up with that, then we're going to have to start looking to the general fund to make up those differences in payments for senior services. So logic dictates, in taking a long distance look at this, to do what you can to increase the assets of the lottery itself. And right now we're we're hiring additional managers, not actually additional, new managers to help us run that. Mm-hmm. And they will take the place of a layer of management that is public sector. Those public sector ones, Camelot said, they want to try and take them all on. We've made promises to some of them that we'd be able to find them other jobs. But if you look at the way the lottery is run right now, it is almost totally privatized to begin with. You buy your ticket at a convenience store, that's a private individual. The scratch-off tickets, all the equipment that are used, that's all done by private industry. And actually the science and technology behind it, running the lottery, that's all private sector. So what we're doing is going up the scale and taking out a segment of the management that has been state employees, and we've offered it to, and we're waiting to see if we get past the Attorney General's review. But we will have a private sector running that portion of management. Assets stay and grow in Pennsylvania.